it's probably because I have a work phone and a personal phone and my watch is connected and everything beeps and
Mhm.
the the video camera bird feeder tells me every time there's a bird out there. And every single time we got cameras all around the house, every single time the wind blows and picks up a leaf blowing on one of the cameras, that shows up on there. And then, you know, it's just
Yeah.
absolutely insane. Yeah,
Get
and
rid
I
of your
know all those
phone.
things are controllable. I know that, but what if I miss like an eagle or something on the bird feeder?
Oh,
Jennifer, I am
what?
terrified for you. I don't think that birds are I don't want you to go there. Please don't become a birder. I'm
Okay,
sure
I
there's a
didn't.
lot of respectable people who have bird obsessions, but I worry about every single one of them.
Okay, I got as a Christmas gift for Josh.
Y'all,
Jennifer! Come on, you guys. Let me give you some other obsessions. Travel,
Oh yeah, I
taking
got
your
that. I
sister
got
on
yeah.
trips,
yeah,
spas,
there you
Oh,
go.
hiking. Like,
OMG, I haven't told you guys this, but do you know what concert that Josh and I just got tickets to?
what?
Goo Goo
Backstreet
Dolls.
Boys.
Goo Goo Dolls.
Why
Yes! Isn't
are
that
you not taking me? How rude. They are
yeah,
all over my workout playlist.
I know, I love them so much, so we're going down it's in Orange Beach, Alabama.
I wonder a little bit if my desire to get rid of my phone isn't because, like, I remember a time before it. And I'm like, maybe everybody wants to get rid of their phone, but I feel it too. I'm like, it's just my phone is like my camera. And so I'm like,
I know.
I wish I could just get a flip phone, but then I've got to get like a digital camera. Anyway, I hate my phone.
I
Hate it.
know, I know, and then I don't want the same thing for the kids, you know what I mean?
I
So
don't want it either.
we
Yeah.
we have, like, phones that are, like, they have, like, all this stuff on it protecting them, but I still just I don't know. I don't know what it is. Is it like an anxiety that I feel that I'm, like,
You're missing
always
out. Yeah,
well, no,
you're
like,
gonna miss something.
I'm always reachable, and so, therefore, there's this intense pressure to respond quickly, and then if I don't respond, like, I'm letting someone down, and then
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
100%. I think
Uh-oh, Grammy's about or mom's about to say something.
I
Uh-oh.
don't know all the studies. I don't wanna know them all. I actually don't enjoy reading studies, but I do know that what I have read says social media, cell
Mm.
phones increase anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, cyberbullying, of course, and they mess with your sleep.
Yep.
And I think it's hard because we live in a culture where, like you're saying, like, there's expectations within ourselves and also from others, I think. I feel like people, like, if you don't return their text, not my besties, because I think we're all moms and we, like, understand, but, like, people wanna have access to you at all times. It's like the expectation is also external, but, like, we know that this is bad for us, but we still do it.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm. Well,
Before we go any further though, if this is hitting for you, if you're having these exact same conversations, go ahead, like, subscribe, share this episode with friends. It's how we get it to more people in the community so that they can hear the same thing.
my phone addiction. I probably do have a phone addiction. I don't love my phone. I don't, I'm very indifferent to my phone, but I want it on me all the time.
And
I'm
don't
afraid that if I
don't you dare let it get below 88% battery charged either
Oh, I
because
knew we were gonna go there. You're gonna say
she get
this.
crazy.
You're gonna say that. But absolutely, what if I'm
Yeah.
caught out in the middle of nowhere and I have
Ugh.
12%
I
battery? So
love
I
when my
want it
phone
charged.
dies. I love when my phone dies. I love when I don't have service. It's like my dream.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
I hate it when y'all
Our property up north used to not get service. Remember that, Mom? We would never
uh,
have service up there, and now you get, like, 5 I get better service up north than I do where I live, and it's, like, so disappointing. I'm like,
no,
"Oh,
right?
I don't wanna
Right?
have service."
Yeah. But anyway, I kinda have a love-hate, I
I know.
guess,
I agree.
relationship with my
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah, it's
I need
so
it because
useful.
I need it because it like you said, Katie, it has a camera and I can do I go I'm do everything on my phone that I can do on my computer at home,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
Mhm.
And so, yeah. So it's kind of love hate. I know the damage it causes to people. I'm in contact with people who are so addicted to messages and,
Yeah.
and my biggest counsel to people about their phone is don't argue over text,
Oh, yeah,
Don't
true.
text someone something with emotion if it's important because it's never gonna
Yeah.
come up the way you want
There's like
it
the
to.
struggle that we like the damage that our phones have for us internally, and then I think what you're
Uh-huh.
hinting on is the damage it has to, like, relationships.
That's
Mhm.
right. And I think we use, and I kinda go into the whole, um, electronic world, I guess, and social media is there's so many things that we would say over text and on our phone that we wouldn't say in
Oh, yeah. Oh,
person. And so,
Mhm.
you know,
yeah.
I don't know.
I think too though, like
I think
every
we should all get rid of them.
oh, I think that, I don't know why this is, but why is it like every time I have a minute to rest, like we talked about
Mhm.
in the last episode, why is it that we pick up our phone to scroll?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
why?
well, I think we could look at, like, again, like, go back to the science of what is it, mom? Your dopamine. That
Yep.
dopamine hit that you get when you get a text or an email or somebody comments on your Instagram post or whatever, and I think,
Yeah.
there's something happening chemically for you when you
Mhm.
get that,
Yeah,
and I think our
absolutely.
knee-jerk reaction of, like, "I just wanna get rid of my phone," maybe there's something there, but I think also, like, learning how to manage your phone
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
is
true.
tricky because of that.
Yeah, because
That's
it's
right.
training us to switch things constantly and not have to process anything, like, really
Deeply.
deeply at all, and then,
Yeah.
but react emotionally to
Mhm.
these these, memes or videos or reels or whatever they are, and then, like, compare yourself all the time.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
I know that no joke, I will be scrolling, and usually my feed is, like, animal videos, like crazy animal videos, but home improvement projects. So I will be scrolling and I'm looking and I will catch myself, like, no joke, looking around my house and thinking, like, what do I need to do to, make
Mhm.
it look like X, or what do I need to
Mhm.
get, or what do I need to buy? And it's the comparison trap is huge for me. I just start going down
Yeah. Yeah.
bad. So
And I don't know what kind of trap this is, but do you ever, like, on the social media sites, Instagram or Facebook or whatever, do you ever have you ever been in a situation and you sit there going, "Oh, how will I say this on Facebook? Yeah,
Mm.
how can I post this? How can I let people
Mhm.
know how much fun I'm having?"
yeah.
Or whatever. I think it's
Yeah, it kinda takes away from, like, the realness of the
Yeah,
experience and of the relationship if all we're thinking about is how we're gonna put it out there.
exactly, and it almost creates a false person,
Mm,
Mhm.
uh, you know, because. And but here's the deal, is that we believe all that stuff when we go looking at other people's posts.
Mhm.
Oh, they are just wonderful. They're always happy. They're always having a great time. Look at all the vacations they're on.
yeah.
And
Mhm.
We talked about that on a previous episode too,
yeah.
about, that comparison thing and how we're always seeing people like at their top best
Mhm.
moment
Right.
or comparing
Mhm.
ourselves. But
Mhm.
yeah, yeah, that's true. That's really true.
Yeah, but you said
Yeah.
a while ago about how have you noticed how when you sit down, you automatically pick up that
Yeah.
phone. I think my thumb has a autopilot on it. It just starts
Mhm.
Starts
starts
going.
scrolling. No.
Well, and it's like
Mhm.
low effort,
Yeah.
and maybe that's something right there. Like
Well, I
maybe
think there's a reason people call it, like, doom scrolling, It's like I think after a while, it feels like that. Like, I used to really struggle with it was like my algorithm was about all the horrible things in the world, and then I
really.
felt some sort of, like, I was beholden to, like, give eyes to, like, kids starving in Gaza or Ukrainians
Ooh,
at war or sadness abounding, and I would be like, "Oh, I need to watch this," and it did feel like doom, like everything was falling in on me, and
Mhm.
it's been really hard to actually, it hasn't been really hard. I had to make the choice, which was hard, but executing it hasn't been hard to, like, click on the things that are making me sad and be like, show me less, put
Yeah.
a time limit on my Instagram that warns me when I've been on it for more than 15 minutes,
Mm.
like, to actually do the things I need to do to save my soul because it is so easy. It's like after I tuck the kids in, I'm exhausted. And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think, we talked about in the last episode about like self-care. I think that's why it's so important to have a plan of like what are you doing in those moments when you want to just go veg out on Instagram
Yeah.
or
Mhm.
TikTok or whatever. Like how can you fill those with actual purposeful, meaningful things that are actually good for your mental health?
Yeah. Yeah. Agree. I'd never even heard the term doom scrolling until right now, but the way you described it, Katie, it's
Yeah.
absolutely like that. It is
Yeah, it's
doom.
just like I mean, how many of us have I've done it. You're watching like how long is a reel, Jen? Like 5, 10, 15 seconds? You're watching
Yeah.
15 seconds, all of a sudden an hour's gone by. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Yes.
"Holy cow, I took the kids in at 8:30, it's 9:30. I did nothing good for the last hour.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just scrolled."
And it's I have this, like, even more pressure because I don't want my kids seeing me doing that. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Like, I
Oh,
don't.
me too, I try to not do it around the kids.
Yeah, yeah, so but then I'm like, "Well, if I'm trying not to do it around them, why am I even doing it at
Why am I
all?"
doing it? Yeah.
You know? But
Like,
The
"Go ahead, mom, I hear your voice."
the trouble for me is, like on our last episode, we were talking about our nervous system
yeah,
regulation.
Mhm.
And, I I often want to just veg out and check out, and then I
Mhm.
start scrolling.
yeah, yeah,
And then all of a sudden, I'm engaged with everybody's emotions or
Mhm.
everybody's life, and, I my emotions just connect,
Mhm.
and I'm such an
I think
empath.
it's interesting though, mom, because, studies show that social media scrolling increases deregulation.
Exactly,
So
that's
you're
what I was
like,
saying.
I'm dysregulated, I need to veg out. And then because I'm the same way. And then we turn to the thing that's just going to make us more
Mm,
deregulated.
yeah,
Isn't that tricky? But it feels good in the moment, just like any addictive substance feels good in the moment. And then afterwards, you feel terrible.
I know, and that's where I was going with that, is that it usually ends up that I'm I'm anxious
yeah,
because all this stuff is happening around me,
Yes.
and I wanna help. I wanna be
Mm-hmm.
involved. I wanna be, I wanna be part of the solution, and,
yeah.
Yeah.
so yeah,
That's
I'm totally I'm even more dysregulated.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say too, is that, like, of course we're overwhelmed. Like, look at the environment that we live in. You look
Mhm,
at our world,
Mm-hmm.
crazy world, and then yeah.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's really tricky too, because I feel like we've all talked about the ways in which it would be really tricky to completely get rid of our phone. We use it for work, photos, recipes, maps, all the ways, and it's like, so I think it really does come back to like managing it,
Yeah, that's
right.
true.
like almost like a necessary, I don't want to say evil, because I don't think it's itself is evil, but
Mhm.
I think maybe our way of using it can become a foothold for evil.
And I think about how young kids are getting phones these
I
days,
know, it's
Yeah.
and we're expecting them to be we're sitting here saying how hard it is. I mean, we're expecting these children to make the right choices and the
yeah,
decisions, and yet we give them a phone at these early ages where their brain hasn't even developed all the way, and
Mhm.
they're so into in their peers, which
yeah,
that's normal, but then they get on these phones and they can't handle it.
Yeah,
that's sad.
totally. And I think you get a lot of like social contagion and low self esteem and a lot of issues with, the social media that is
Oh,
just like maybe
yes.
we can't even see the full effects yet because
Mhm,
it hasn't even been in our world that long, you
mhm.
know?
Yeah, and we see comparison on steroids when we when we give these kids the phone.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's tricky. Yeah,
Mhm.
I think we kind of like I guess then I would just punt it to us, like, what do we think is what are ways that we can, like, manage ourselves, and our mental health when it comes to the fact that most of us are carrying around the cell phone and the social media?
Well, I kind of like what you said on a previous episode about your habit of not looking at those things. What was it that you said, Katie, about you?
You hit the 3
Y-
dots and say, "I don't wanna
yeah,
see
yeah.
that."
Yeah.
You get rid of all the things that cause you stress or anxiety or
I really do try because as much as
yeah,
I want to I can't hide from sadness in our world, I think because, like, I see it so much in my job, I can't participate in it all the time.
yeah.
It's not like I'm sticking my head in the sand. It's
Hmm.
just like I don't have the emotional capacity to take any more
Yeah.
in.
Hmm.
Even the sadness I get right now, I'm a little bit at max for. So it's like I can't I know those bad things are happening. Like I this is terrible, but like when everything started happening in Venezuela, I literally wrote Jennifer like, "What's happening?" Like I can't even go look. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
And
You
you
know,
know,
oh, that's funny you say that, Katie, because over the past 3 or 4 days, I have not even looked at social media because
yeah.
I do know that there's things happening, but I just can't do it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, trying to manage what your algorithm is sending you.
Mm,
Use your like show
yeah.
me less,
Mm,
try to manage that. It's hard though. I understand I have them too, like those moments where it's like, oh, all of a sudden I'm looking at something where I don't want to look at this,
mhm.
you know?
But it
And I
captures
think
you. It
yeah, the
captures
enemy knows, if we
yeah.
think about Ephesians 6, like our fight is not against flesh and blood, it's against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. And like the enemy knows how to get you, you
Yeah.
know? And so be watchful. Like, I've been praying this a lot because I feel like I've been led into temptation a lot and I've like fallen for it. And I've just been praying a lot, like my prayer every morning, like, God, leave me not into temptation, deliver me from evil, because it is easy for us to fall into those
Yeah.
traps, especially when we are trying. It's like then the fight gets a little bit harder. And I
Yeah.
think, try to tailor your algorithm, try to fight temptation, and try to minimize your time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Jennifer?
I'm not sure.
I'm sure it's very profound.
It was probably something like, I blame the college football transfer portal for my
Oh,
spiral right now, but, um
I don't know what that is.
oh, okay. Well,
don't
it's don't yeah,
even
we won't even go there.
try to find out. It'll make you
Um,
mad too.
I think
I'm
one of
not
the
gonna try to find out. Does it have to do with football? I'll pass.
Yes.
absolutely.
All about football.
Yeah, that's my spiral right now, but, what was I gonna say? Oh, I think when you were talking about limiting your time, it's so hard to do, but I found
I
myself,
know.
like, first thing in the morning, like, jumping on,
I know.
checking social media, and then the last thing that we do, same thing, you're
Look
in
at it
bed, and
before
then you go
bed.
back to that. So, just I don't know, being accountable to Josh helps me, like, help me not like, call me out when I'm doing this kinda
Mhm.
stuff because not the kids, though. Kids better not call me out.
Mm.
I
But,
know.
Josh could call me out and say, like, "You're spending way too much time on your phone, or you're not engaged," or,
Mhm.
whatever that is. And we don't do phones at the dinner table either. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah, I
we don't
think there's a beautiful book called Habits of the Household, and there's a whole chapter on your phone. And I think you're onto something by just like trying to set really healthy habits with your phone.
yeah,
Like try
Mhm.
to not pick it up first thing when you wake up, don't have it
right.
at meal times, like just maybe
Mhm.
simple but helpful to set limits for yourself on when and how you're going
Yeah.
to use it.
I know that for me, I start limiting my cell phone use about an hour and a half before bedtime
Mm,
because I know for me that if I go to bed, I keep things on my mind.
Mhm.
I can't just let it go like Elsa does, but it just stays. It
Elsa's a
stays in my
brat. I don't know
brain.
how to let it go like that either.
But I have to stop looking at social media about an hour and a half before bedtime so that I won't go to sleep and have bad dreams or be restless or wake up. I will wake up during the night worried about something that I had read. So that's another one of those habits like you're talking about, Katie. Start paying attention to that. And also, studies have shown that the screen time before bedtime excites your brain.
Yeah, it's no good.
It excites your brain. And then all of a sudden you're having sleep issues and can't go to sleep, can't stay asleep. And I think a lot of it is due to the screen time, the amount of screen time that we have.
That's true.
I think you're totally right. So we're all just like a call to action to like decrease our screen time this week. I do want to tell you that last night I took a melatonin because I've been having a hard time on mornings when I go to the gym. I like don't sleep till my alarm. I don't understand because my alarm is set early from the gym. Anyway, so I took a melatonin and Ben said that I like snuggled into him last night and he said I fell asleep instantaneously. I was just like deeply snoring. Like, man, that
Oh,
melatonin hit.
It was
it
good.
hit
It
hard.
was a good one.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I did I looked at the screen what is it called? This screen time usage.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, no,
I
well,
just want to say
actually
that mine is like deeply skewed from my Kindle usage.
I looked into this screen time usage thing and I was really upset when I saw it. But then when I started talking to people about it, I felt better. But it was 3 hours and 43 minutes. And it
Yeah.
was down, oh, what percentage? It was down like 30% from last week's usage. Well, I was telling someone like that, and I was just totally disgusted in myself. I was actually using it as kind of a negative example of what you shouldn't do. Use your phone all the time.
Yeah.
And they said, "Oh my gosh, Alice, I'm afraid to tell you what mine was." And I said, "What?" And they looked at their phone use and it was like 8 hours and 16 minutes
Was it Dad?
a day.
Was it Dad?
No,
Just kidding.
no, your dad wouldn't even do it because I know what he'd find out. He's retired.
I don't think my reading should count against me.
No.
I'm gonna go subtract out the Kindle app and then I'll
I
tell
think
you.
I think as long as you're showing improvement over last week, I think that's good.
Oh, but what happens if it's up?
I like read a lot on my Kindle. I will stay up till like 2 a.m. to finish a book. So
Yeah,
I
what's your
don't think
favorite book?
oh, I don't know my favorite book right now. I'd have to go look.
Favorite book of
I
all
have been
time?
really enjoying a little romance fantasy, romantasy, if you will. Um,
Is that in the
yeah.
hockey world?
No, it's not. Romance fantasy hockey. No, I haven't read a hockey romance in a while. I did kind of lose
Oh,
interest in the sports a little
oh,
genre.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
I also really enjoy like a suspense, a romantic suspense lately.
Mhm, mhm.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay.
So I think we've established here that if we read on our phones,
Kindle,
that's
it doesn't
okay.
count.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
can we please don't take that away from me?
No.
All right. What were you going to
Oh,
say,
but
Jennifer?
I did go to the library today and got our library membership finally finished. So hopefully my numbers will go down.
Okay.
But also
there you
our library
go.
is so great because you can like get free ebooks. So
Oh,
that's
Oh, that's
yeah,
unfair.
cool.
that is
Yeah.
good.
That's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
Awesome.
So don't take my Kindle away from me, but also I
I'm
need one.
Well, first,
Love we love our people who are listening and want to try better with their phone because man, we get it.
I
Yeah,
know, I
we
know.
do.
So like, subscribe, share
Yeah.
this episode to someone else who's battling the doom scrolling for sure, because we know other people need to hear it. And And that's what we do. That's what we do here. We talk about real life stories, real stuff that happens. So, okay. So 2 things as we say goodbye. First is set your mind on things above.
Oh.
That's really good. And the second one is peace is protected. Sorry, let me start over. Peace is protected, not stumbled upon.
Oh,
You need to be
I like
Jennifer.
that.
I know. Dropping knowledge over here.
I
so.
like that.
Peace, say it,
Yeah.
peace is protected, not
Protected,
stumbled
not
upon. Oh, I
Yep.
love that.
Yep.
Mhm.
So,
It's so good.
all right. Well, until next time, keep going, keep breathing, and remember, honey, that's grace.
Your support means so much. Like, comment, share, and subscribe so we can keep growing this community together.